We have witnessed technology birth a variety of TV shows, from animated characters that seem to have walked out of our childhood fantasies, action stories that make us want to quit our behind-the-desk professions, the romance scenes that have us planning our weddings, to the supernatural variety that has us questioning our entire existence. And in this day and age, one can easily access something tailored to their own liking. For some of us who binge watch medical TV shows, the likes of House, Grey's Anatomy, Nurses, The Good Doctor, we often feel as if we are equipped to work in the medical field. I mean, we obviously know deep down that it takes more than just that for one to become a doctor. Still, these shows tend to make most of us question our medical experiences as patients and onlookers, as well as our nation's abilities. From the efforts made, treatment and care to the systems put in place. When it comes to healthcare workers like doctors, nurses, and midwives, it seems their job description is encompassed in the oaths they take, either on entry to medical school or graduation. The likes of the Hippocratic Oath taken by doctors, attributed to the ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, known as the father of medicine, and the Nightingale Pledge, which is a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath, composed by Lystra Greda and a committee for the Verand Training School for Nurses, Detroit, in 1893. The pledge was named after Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. They are both centered on the patient's well-being. Why then is verbal and sometimes physical abuse a common phenomenon in Zambia's health facilities, that even content creators testify to this through their creations? Let us bear in mind the fact that, like any other profession, the health sector too consists of different types of characters and personalities, and no two people are alike. Therefore, in my opinion, not all health workers are rude or ill-mannered, but majority of them, as the media is well stocked with stories regarding the matter. Concerns have been raised by various stakeholders, such as Honorable Bradford Machila in 2008, Chief Chizela in 2012, Honorable Kennedy Malama in 2020, and Honorable Jonas Chanda just last year. A trend that concerned even the late President Michael Chilufya Sata, so much so he personally took it upon himself to deal with it. Could it be that government's efforts to curb the shortage of healthcare workers has caused even those not genuinely concerned about the well-being of others to flock to the medical industry for the sake of having a job in these times of high unemployment? Or is it simply a matter of deficient punitive measures on such behavior? I would urge you to read an article done by Dr. Andrew Silumesi featured on Zambia Watchdog website zambiawatchdog.com. A piece done 10 years ago in which he brilliantly expressed his findings and views on the issue. He talks about the various forms of abuse a patient may encounter, ranging from a nurse ignoring a patient's call for a cup of water, to the humiliating scolding of a mother whose child is not of the required weight during an under 5 clinic checkup, or the verbal or physical manhandling of an uncooperative person in labor. He further goes on to seek answers by tracing the career path of the average Zambian nurse, pointing out the influence other stranded disillusioned youths lacking opportunities to training and employment, as he describes them, could have on a recent high school graduate. In addition to that, he implies that the feeling of moving to higher ranks as compared to majority of one's patients, and the self-esteem that would come with it after having struggled to get a place in a nursing school, could have an impact on one's behavior. Dr. Silumesi also outlines the psychological impact such abuse could have on patients by painting a scenario of a mother choosing to delay seeking treatment for her sick child for fear of being reprimanded by a nurse, and the second scenario involving an adolescent shunning access to sexual and reproductive health services for the above same reason. So where can one report and get help if or when abused by a health worker? Look out for part 2.